It's a lovely good morning to you. This is a radical farmer here at Organic Farm 7. So today we're going to be talking about a very beautiful plant, and this is a grapevine. So many of you know grapes, that grapes are a delicacy. They are fruits that everyone would want to eat. And of late, grapes, it is fruits that are eaten mostly by the elite. It's because of the price of grapes per kg. But did you know that actually you can reduce the cost of grapes to the point that everyone can actually have access to them? And this is one of the things that I've been doing for the past 7 years. People believed you can't grow grapes in Zambia. So I worked extremely very hard to find a vine, the type of a vine that does very well in the Zambian climate and also other warm climate regions. So we have a variety of grapes called Concord. These, they fruit within a year. They are so tasty, so lovely, and they have seeds. Why do you need a grapevine to have seeds? The more seeds, the more nutrition. The more it have even anti-cancer properties. You see, when we talk about Organic Farm 7 seedlings, it is seedlings that are original. It is seedlings that you can replant. It is seedlings that have got their true genes. It is not anything that has gone through the lab and manipulated by human beings. So we stick to the truth. So now, here is how you grow your grapes. As you can see, this is a grapevine. Number one, I'll talk about the issues of seedlings. You need quality seedlings for you to be able actually to produce your seedlings, to have a very versatile, strong vine. Like you can see how this is growing. It is actually like 2 months old. Then number two, you need to pick a point where there is full sunlight. As you can see, there's a lot of sunlight around here. At least a minimum of 8 hours sunlight. Okay, so then when you are planting your grapevine, you dig a hole of 50 by 50 square centimeters. Then you add manure on top, 4 shovels. That soil must be mixed up with the manure. So why do you mix up the nutrients, the manure? Is because it's like you're mixing shima and reddish, so that it is easier for the plant to absorb the nutrients. So once you've planted it, you need to put a stick. As you can see here, there is this stick that is supporting this plant to grow. Then in most cases, what would happen actually is a vine would have a number of shoots. Like it can have 4 or 5 shoots, but you need just 2 primary shoots. Now, why do you need a few primary shoots? Because what you want is for them to be growing vigorously. If you have got so many branches, nutrition is shared. But when you have just 2 or 1, if you're going to care for it very well, is actually even the best. As you can see, the trunk here is big. So the bigger the trunk, the better it will be for your plant. Then just look at the size of the leaves. The leaves also are very big. So you need primarily 2 shoots, the primary shoots and the secondary shoot. But if you can maintain even just the primary shoots, why we mostly have many shoots, it's like I can show you a different, what happened here. The primary shoot here was broken, and this actually affected the growth of this plant. So now what happened is the primary shoot is going to come out of here. So this will help you in an event that there's one which is broken. You have redundancy. It's like you have got 2 rods. If this rod doesn't work, you can use the other rod. So this is what happened here. So no wonder I encourage having 2, but if you are a very good expert and you know how to care for your plants, you can actually have 2. So then the other thing that you shouldn't allow, one thing that you shouldn't allow is actually 2 things. Number one, it is the tendrils. As your grapevine is growing, you need support for it. Now, here is one magical thing about grapes. If you don't give them support, they don't grow. Immediately you give them support, they will grow. Okay? So it is easier for them to grow very fast when there is support for them. Like, we put a rope here because the vision is to have them creeping over the greenhouse, so that we can have fruits around here, so that we can be enjoying right here in the nursery. As you can see, our beautiful nursery here, where we have a variety of herbs, fertilizer plants you can use to make fertilizer, herbs you can use to make tea, you can use them for landscaping, and the aroma is so nice, so lovely. Okay, then coming here, the grapevine, I said you have to watch out for 2 things. Number one is the tendrils. The tendrils are considered as the toughest fiber of a plant in the whole world. This is the toughest fiber. There is nothing in terms of fiber that is stronger than tendrils. Okay, so tendrils have the capacity to coil around. As you can see here, it has coiled around this rope, but they can also coil your plant, as you can see here. And when they coil it, as the plant is growing, it can actually strangle the plant, and the whole lot of the top part is going to actually be suffocated and it dries out. So now what do you do for your tendrils? You have to be visiting your grapevine. You check through and untangle it when it is still green, or like what I've done here. So God, in his design, he designed that a grape should be able to survive on its own and grow. The number two, one of the critical things, you should be watching out for retro shoots. Retro shoots are shoots that are produced between the main trunk and the leaf. So they come here. What you do, as tender as they are, you remove them. So the tendrils have a tendency of consuming nutrients which the main plant needs, just like a side chick. As a wife, you have to be looking out for side chicks and make sure that you get rid of them, because they can be sucking the nutrients that are supposed to be getting, and also the resources you are supposed to be getting. Very dangerous. So here, this is a retro shoot, as you can see here. So you remove them. Even here, you remove them, and there you remove them also. So when you remove them like that, what happens? All the nutrients they were absorbing, all the food they were absorbing, what happened is that, like I said, that food goes to the main trunk and it's going to be growing very big and very tremendous. Now here's a question: do you have a grapevine? Do you need a grapevine? At Farm 7, we sell them only for 60 kwacha, and they fruit within a year. Why shouldn't you have? Just imagine comparing 60 kwacha comparing to not having, and one can actually give you up to a bucket, a 20-liter bucket of grapes in a year, and even more. So the more they grow, the more they produce. So I'm wishing you nothing but the best. And if you want grapes, we do free deliveries to showgrounds, and also you can pick up from 10 pack, and I can guarantee you can clearly see here, I'm not just talking from without, I'm telling you what I've seen. And next, I'm going to show you our small vineyard that we're doing right there at Farm 7. Stay blessed and stay super organic.